Friendship can be broken. Friendship can be mended. Friendship is what we make it.
I'm back today for a second time around, and I'm pleased to say with Nicholas Fera.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Excellent. We're going to talk music again, but this time a little bit more specifically his upcoming album, Far From Wise.
Yes, my debut album.
Your debut.
Yeah, my debut album, yeah.
So that's going to be a little bit exciting for you?
It is. I'm very excited. It's been quite some time. I was going to release an album about 5 years ago, and theater just took off. So I waited, and now's the time.
You've had a bit of a struggle because you've had a successful theater career.
It's a good struggle. It's a good struggle. The struggle was theater took off, and the States was very kind to me, and Canada's been very kind to me, and now it's time to release.
It's interesting that you're able to kind of combine the two, because you're doing a lot of musical theater, and that's where I've seen you now in the Stage West production of All Share Cup. So it's you're able to keep your chops up.
Yeah, absolutely. Stage West in Calgary has been wonderful, allowing me to do the show as well as keep producing or keep on the same track as the album. And I haven't been recording vocally, but we've been doing instrumentals and keeping the writing going. And I've been working with some great people.
So you had originally hoped to have this come out in August?
Yes, it has changed. It's going to be released in Toronto, and it might be released at the same time as another show opens up that I'm starring in. Yes.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard some samples, and I can tell you I've enjoyed what I've heard so far. But there's going to be some more. You're just in the fine-tuning stage right now.
Yeah.
You're not able to mention any names yet. But
I can. I can mention something. I got my little sheet here.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
So I mean, the great news is the Calgarian, Kevin Doran. He goes by KD. He's with the band Bigger Fish and Guns. We talked about him.
Right.
Their band has just rocketed since we've talked. They've won a huge competition, and we're in conversations with my good buddy Mark Cassius from the Nylons, and we're going to do a duet, which is very exciting. It's about the music. It's not about me. So if you know, a great example of this is I wrote this song called "Can't Wait," which you're gonna play a little tune of.
Yeah.
And my very dear friend, who I went to college with, and now is just exploded in New York City. I passed the tune over to him. His name's Joe Sherman, and he just came up with unbelievable stuff. Really listen to what we're saying and what we believe in. It comes through.
Sounds like a liner note.
Yeah, maybe it's a song. I don't know, but I've done some soul searching, and I've definitely found what I want and what drives me.
You've had the opportunity, and this is something that's not uncommon for, never mind Canadian performing artists, but any performing artist. You've seen the world.
I have. I've been very fortunate. You know, you'd be surprised how often people close their own doors. And as long as you're open and willing to learn and know that you don't know everything, you'll go places.
It's a tough game.
It is.
For every one person that is recognized as a name, I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of people out there at any given time all over the country.
Absolutely, and usually, I mean, I don't want to say all the time because I could get in trouble, but a lot of the time those artists that are unnamed are a heck of a lot more talented.
Yeah.
And they have a lot more heart, but they're lost or something, or just everyone has their time, and I don't know if now is the time for me, but I'm going to definitely go ahead and believe in what I'm doing.
So you've been doing this for an awful long time. You've been involved like from a young age right through your degree in music.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time where you were kind of terrified of getting up in front of a crowd?
Absolutely. Bob Carlisle.
No
in
kidding.
Calgary, my first big meeting with an audience of the Jubilee, or I'm trying to think where else it was, but just do what you do.
Yeah.
And once I learned that, I'm no stage fright.
No looking back.
No, absolutely not. No.
And now you're comfortable enough with the whole concept that you want to not just emulate, you want to create.
Yes. Yeah, I've been creating for a while, and I really believed in my music, and it took some very dear friends of mine to sort of just slap me and say, "Hey, believe in yourself," and sometimes they still need to slap me. You know, there's a lot of songs I don't believe in that I write and I co-write. A lot of my music is co-written, and I'm very proud of that. I'm not hiding or saying it's just me. It's about the music and how we can touch people. It's not about look what I did. You know, it's about a team. And if the album does well, it won't be just because of me. You know, it'll be the team.
A team effort. Now, what when you're do you have a concept in mind out of this, or are you just trying to put a real Nicholas Fera vibe to it?
It's a mixture of all the artists that I was inspired by, that I'm working with and writing with.
So you had a neat concept a while ago where you were giving out little cards.
Yes, they're here somewhere.
You try to hide behind those.
Well, they're called drop cards, and a lot of people think they're really fancy business cards, and they're not. They're a way to get new music out, and it's a brilliant idea, and whoever created it is wonderful, because for new artists and even old artists, it's a great way to send music out. And all it is really a card, and you go to the website, put a code in, and you get 2 free songs, or whatever that artist is giving out at the time. And it usually inspires people.
Based on what I've heard, you're not exercising any demons. You've got just really good, heartfelt up-tempo music.
Yeah. We don't know, what will come out, but it'll be interesting what happens, because we're in some talks with some companies, and I don't know, am I going to go on my own? Am I going to go with someone? We don't really know. So as long as I have the support, and I do, not only from myself but from others, it's great. Calgary's been wonderful to me. I thank you. So thank you very much.
Well, the next time you come through, you'll be selling them in the lobby like so many other people do. It's just because people get a chance to see you, meet you, and that's when they're going to be.
It's been very interesting going back to St.Yves West, and this show is Elvis music, and it has nothing to do with my music, but I have to say the character I'm playing is pretty close to me, not in the aspect that he gets confused with men and women, but the aspect of he writes music, he moves to music, he doesn't know why, and then he realizes, it's time to do something, or time to find that woman. Of course, all musicals is a happy ending.
Exactly.
I didn't say that, but it's so far been a happy ending, and there'll be hard times and good times, but there's no fakeness, and that's really, I'd rather be me than anyone else.
Yeah. Do you find it's interesting now that you're one of those people that you have a talent, you've developed that talent, and you're at a time in history, I guess for lack of a better word, where technology is incredible. Like, I'm recording this partially on my cell phone.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I see you're on a Mac, and you've played me some samples right from the recording software. Does that play a big role in how it allows you to play around with your sound and develop?
What do you mean, like?
Well, are you finding that you're able to really take something, an idea from the seed to almost a finished product?
Absolutely. All the songs can be played live. I pride myself in that. But like I said, I have a team, and my team is all over. And Joe Sherman is in New York City, and I'm no longer there, so I can write a whole song, say, hey man, see what you can throw on there, and see if it fits. And so absolutely, technology's definitely helped out that way, and we all run the same programs, and we know when it's finished, and we do a tour. We're all just excited to get back together. So we got together in Toronto before the show here. Is it for better or worse? I don't know, because so many people, on the radio you hear people have we like it, we hate it, we like it, we like it. So I don't know. Back in the day it was just the Beatles, or it's just Billy Joel or Elton John, and that's what they listen to. So there's lots of more artists. As an artist, I'm very proud to say there's lots of artists, and I don't consider them competition. There's no point. They're not me, I'm not them, and if their music's wonderful, I'm going to listen to it.
If you're fortunate enough, like Bryan Adams, you'll be working with most.
And if they're good-hearted, they'll feel the same. I don't know, everyone's trying to be the next star. There's no point of trying to be someone else. Be yourself, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, don't stop being yourself. So I think the technology has helped, but it also has thrown a few people off, because now there's more competition, they believe, and there's just more choices.
As a writer, it's an interesting concept to hear you talking about which direction you're going to go, because there are more writers that are self-publishing their own books, and there's more recording artists that are putting their own product out because they have more control. And if you go to a traditional publisher as a writer, they put the book out, there's an initial push, and then they forget about you.
Yeah.
But these are the kind of things that you could be moving this kind of thing out, depending on how the public reacts to it, forever and a day. We were going to try and get together a few weeks ago, and things didn't work out because you were meeting with and helping teach some of the Calgary youth singers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that just goes miles to talk about your own character. And you came from there.
Yes, I did. I started singing classically in Calgary. Thank gosh, my mom. Thank you, love you. But performing wise, Youth Singers of Calgary, Kintara Children's Choir, Calgary Opera was my first real performance, opportunity. A full production. Absolutely, and my passion is definitely teaching. I teach in Toronto. I have a company called Broadway Down Coaching, which I started in New York City when I was working there. Yeah. I used to write, or before I believed I was an artist, I wrote because I wanted to be cool, and I was so young, I had nothing to write about.
We all do it.
And then I realized, hey, let's stop trying to be someone, let's just let it be.
Yeah.
Let's be someone. And it's helping, it's working.
Yeah, and then it's not just the successes that you're enjoying; it's giving back to what's brought you to where you are.
So many people have given me opportunities and let me just be a part of their lives in the smallest way. Let me perform at a cancer benefit in Miami that I had nowhere else to perform, a balloon festival, and it seems a lot of people think that means nothing, but where else are you going to get the experience?
Yeah.
Where else are you going to meet wonderful people that also care about you? And I thank everyone, each and every one.
The people that end up succeeding in the long run are the ones that do it just because they have to do it. There's no other choice.
It's a passion. And it's not about them. I mean, a lot of the people who succeed for, like you said, over the long run, it's not pretty at first. It shouldn't be.
No.
Otherwise, what's the point? You don't have dreams to aspire to, or you can't dream. What are you doing?
It makes it for. I think you would find anything that you do, you'd be in a rut, just like working in an office, if you weren't passionate about it.
Yeah, why
following that dream?
Absolutely.
So, tell me a little bit about you told me before in our audio version of the recording, but what was it that prompted you to choose "Far From Wise" for the title from the album?
That's a good question, and I'm glad you put me on the spot. But you didn't talk about this, so it'll be natural. I had some life experiences, and I am very proud they happened to me. Definitely recently. Love life, family life. Some things you just can't change. You learn quickly what's not important in your life, and I lost someone who was deeply in my life, and sort of changed my whole aspect and for the better. And I'm far from wise, I'm still learning. I'm still open to learning. I will be when I'm 90. If I'm not, there's a problem. I think how I wanted to start, my name or my music as an artist in the recording side of it. As Nicholas Fera, Far From Wise, and I'm proud to say that.
And where the road takes you will build your path.
Absolutely.
She said I'll see you in the morning. I guess that's what she calls a warning. And now
Well, I'm looking forward to the release of the album. Again, sitting down with Nicholas Fera here. The album is Far From Wise. I appreciate you taking the time.
I appreciate everything you've done.
Look forward. I'm going to have some snippets of some of the music on this interview later on here, but maybe we'll open and close it with it. We'll figure that all out. But hope you enjoy, and you'll also have links to the website, so feel free to check that out as well.